Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for watching today. Today is Thursday, March 25th, and today we're talking about how to make more appointments because appointments are key to what you should be trying to accomplish every day is booking more appointments and getting more clients. So I'm going to give you some tips. I wrote down some notes or had some notes and I rearranged them a little bit, but this is from Tom Ferry. Just want to give a little, footnote there. This is one of Tom Ferry's coaching sessions that I got years ago, and this is what I've been coaching agents on. So like I've said before, there's a lot of information out there for you, not just my videos. If you're just watching my videos, please yes, watch my videos, but watch other videos too. There's lots of great coaches: Tom Ferry, Mike Ferry, Brian Buffini, Jared James. Just search real estate coaches, watch YouTube. There's lots of great ideas, and then you kind of make them your own. You kind of get a feel for everybody, and then you kind of say, I could do this. This is the way I like to do sales. This is the way I like to book appointments. This is the way I like to meet people and network with people. There's no exact place or way to do it, but some agents love to listen to one person and master the way they do things, but there's other options out there. So here's one great option or ideas on how to book more appointments, and I have a few topics. The number one thing that agents don't concentrate on is booking appointments, and they think of, I need more listings, I need more sales, I need more money, I need this, and this. But you have to, all starts with booking an appointment. And some agents are concentrating on contacts. Like if I talk to an agent, how many people did you contact this week? They'll tell me a number. I contacted 50 people this week. How many appointments did you get? And no appointments. Well, there's a problem with that. You have to concentrate and get your mind set to book appointments. And I'm going to give you some ideas and things to do that in 2 seconds. But wait, there's more. So you have to think about booking the appointments, not how many calls you make. Now, the more calls you make, the more contacts you make, usually equals more appointments. But if your mindset is check, I made my 20 calls today, you're just blowing through them, and you just say, my goal is to make 20 calls today. If your goal and your mindset is to make 20 calls today, that's probably all you're going to do. If your mindset is, I'm going to make calls until I book 2 appointments, you might have a different mindset. You might have a different focus on the quality of what you're saying to those people on the phone. If you're following up on leads, following up on open house leads, or following up on internet leads from past sales, you're calling your database, you got to think about what you're saying, and the goal is not to make 20 calls a day. The goal is to book enough, as many appointments as you want that day. I'll say 2 appointments. You do that, and I bet if you actually had the mindset that I'm not stopping making calls today until I get an appointment, then at least one, then I bet you'll have a different way of how you communicate with people. And here's some ideas and some things to think about. So there's 4 kind of categories of things that you can do and should be doing. So number 1 is your routine and what you are thinking before you make the calls. What you're thinking and what you're getting yourself pumped up about before you make those calls, so you're in the right mindset. So one is you should think to yourself, why should these people that I'm calling do business with me? What is my value? So why should they do business with me? If you convince yourself before you make the call and explain to yourself, I'm here to help them. I'm going to resolve their real estate problems. I'm going to help them buy a house. I'm going to help them sell their house. I'm going to help them give me a referral of someone else that they know that's buying or selling a house. I'm going to figure out how I'm going to help them or someone they know buy or sell a house. And I'm helping people, not helping myself. I'm helping people. So if you get that mindset, number 1 is to think about that before you make the call, because if you're just stumbling through your words and not expressing why you're calling, and you're expressing that you want their business, not you're there to help them, it just will come off wrong, and you just look more needy than for business than I'm calling to help you. So I say that to agents every day. You should not be scared to call people because you're calling to help them. Hi, this is Tony with Century 21 HomeStar. I'm calling to help you with any of your real estate needs and wondering if you need to buy or sell a house now, or if you're real estate. So again, that was very generic, but that's the point. You're calling them. Of course, these are people in your database, your people from your old leads. You're going to rearrange those words a lot. Of course, if it's a past client, you're going to start off a lot different. But the whole point to that is that in general, you've got to make sure your script, the things you're saying, that you're here to help them with their needs. Number two, what are you committed to before you make this call? You're committed to, you can paint a picture. Are you calling a lead? If there's someone if you're getting a lead from your database, from your office, from your lead system, from your listings, if someone is emailing you or a past lead and they gave them their phone number and email address, they want you to help them. So your mindset is going to be, I'm going to call them, give them what they need, and book an appointment to show them houses or list their house. If someone's asking you and giving you their information to call them, you book an appointment. Your mindset is, I'm going to get them, setting up an appointment. I'm not calling to just rattle off information and say bye. Call me if you need anything else. That's what a lot of agents do. And when a lead comes in off their listing, off a lead source, whatever, they're like, what do you need? And they say, well, I just need the information. Your goal is not to just give them information, say, well, do you need anything else? And they're like, no. And then they hang up. Well, call me if you need anything else. No, your goal is to get in front of them, get them, meet them at a house, meet them at their house if they're looking to sell, is to figure out how to get an appointment with them. So that's number two. Three is make sure you are physically ready to make these calls. A lot of agents are like so hesitant, like, and they hate making these calls. Make sure you're in the right mindset to want to do this, that you're excited for it. You don't have to be doing a cartwheel. You don't have to be doing, singing a song every day. It would be great if you were, because the reason why you should is because you have great opportunity every day to get business. And the agents that are successful in doing it and getting to the levels they want to are doing this every day. There's no magic pill. There's no something that they're buying. There's nothing that they're doing that cut corners. They're doing these things. So get yourself in the right mindset. It's like, I'm so happy to have these opportunities to call these leads that came in. I'm so happy I could call my database, see how I could help them or someone they know. You have to have that, or you're just going to come off as not liking what you're doing. And you've got to practice and listen to yourself while you're doing it, because if you don't like to do it, you ever call a customer service line, you're like, that person just hates their life and hates their job, and it's so painful to even talk to them. You don't want to be that when you're calling out to people. All right, second category is know where you're most comfortable. What I mean by that is know what people do you enjoy talking to the most. Now, you can't do that to everybody, but if you know, I always have a better closing ratio with people that a past business that I had. Someone that my database that's been in there a long time, leads from my open house. Where are you best on the phone? You can't make all those calls, but this is where this comparison is. I'll just go. March Madness is basketball time, so I'm thinking basketball right now. So the basketball analogy is this: where do they when they want to make a basket, when they want to make a point, they want to get in there, they want to get ahead, they want to win the game, they take the shots where they're most comfortable in. They can't take those shots there all the time because sometimes it's just you can't do that. But if they like the top of the key, they like a three-pointer, they like a layup, whatever shot they like the best, the player, they're going to try to get there more often because they feel comfortable it, and it goes in more often when they make that shot. So you get that analogy. The analogy to you is you enjoy calling your sphere, friends, relatives. You seem to close those. You can't make all those shots all of the time because you're going to run out of calls to make, but make some of those calls while you're making those calls. So you make some shots, book some appointments, get more people in your database, get another number of someone that they will refer you to, do something to get a win, get a point. How's your mindset? How's a basketball player when they're shooting, they take 20 shots and they miss all 20 shots, they don't feel confident. So yes, you might go through the whole day and not book an appointment, but your goal is to try to get better at it, to keep figuring out how many calls, how many shots do you have to make to get that appointment, to get the ball to go in the hoop. So take some of those easy shots. As you build all the new agents or the agents that haven't been making your calls or doing your prospecting like you should, and you want to start doing it, you have to do it enough where you're getting some wins. That is not, and if you're not getting some wins, you have to change it up somehow. Change up the verbiage, change up who you're calling, how you're calling, when you're calling. You got to change up your game. It's same with, and I go use a sports reference all of the time. What happens when a basketball player, keeps on missing the same shot over and over and over and over again? Either one, they don't take those shots because there's other shots to take. There's other people to call, there's other shots to take, or they're going to keep practicing it and practicing it and practicing until they get it. And they're going to keep on doing it and doing it. So hopefully take that analogy to heart. Next, number 3, you have to be more confident in what you're saying to people and what you're saying, and not give them an option to give you a no. Example, some things that you could say while you're talking to them. You say, when the potential buyer goes, well, what kind of things are you gonna do for me? Well, when we see your first home, we're going to do this. When we go see homes, when we find the home you like, and we write the offer on the house, and when we go through, and when we do this, when we do that, you're mentally putting that in them to visualize when we are together. Not if. If you say, if you choose me to do this, I'll do this. If you choose me to do this, I'll do that. If you put ifs, then there's going to be ifs in their house. You go, when we do this, when I go this, when it's a listing, when I come see your home, when we list your house, when we put your house on the market, when we get your first offer, when we get to closing, when, and you paint that picture to them of when you're going to be working together. So at the end, they're just waiting for a when are we going to meet, not if we're going to meet. And then last is the close. Is that when you put these whens in there, it's like when we list your home, when we put the sign up, when your property goes on the MLS, when I help you schedule a lot of those buyers' showings, when we're going to discuss all of the multiple offers that we're going to have on your house, when we're going to pick the best one for you, when we're going to make sure it's convenient for you to close. When you say when, at the end you don't say, so what do you think? You don't say, what do you think? You don't say, call me back later. You say, how's Tuesday at 4 o'clock? How's Wednesday at 3 o'clock? When is the best time for you? I think Tuesday at 2 is best for me, and see what they say. You got to go in there and close. Book a time. Tell them one time is good for you and you want to come see them, and let them say, no, that's not good. Well, how about Wednesday at 4? If Tuesday at 2 is not good, how about that? Then they might say, well, let me talk to my spouse or significant other. Great, but hey, I have lots of great clients that I'm working with, and I really want to help you. I know I could help you with what you're looking for. Can we pencil in Tuesday or Wednesday at 4, and so you could easily call me back, say it's Wednesday at 6, whatever works for you. I'll keep a little time frame, but I'm putting it in my calendar, Wednesday at 4. So call me back once you talk to your spouse and let me know if that or Wednesday at 6 works. You got to put in that subliminal that the appointment's already booked, that you just told them, just move it a little bit. What's best for you? Tuesday at 2, Wednesday at 4, or Wednesday 4 to 6. I'll pencil you in. Put that in your calendar. I promise I'll keep that, block that aside till I hear back from you. Say things that are assertive and confident, that you already know the when's, and now they're going to do business with you. Does that sound logical to you on how you do? So I just wanted to give you today some things to think about of how to say it, mindset, things to say, confidence, and what your goal is, not just to make calls, not to make contacts, to book appointments and have that mindset and that focus, and you will get it done and you will do it. So again, I love to do role playing with agents and help you with your scripts and make it your own and what's best for you. I'm just throwing out ideas off the top of my head. I've everything I just said, I've probably said over 23 years of talking with agents and coaching agents a million times, but every time with every agent it comes out a little bit different, because we're going to make it so it's easy, that it rolls off your tongue, that's easy for you to say, that's something that's comfortable for you to say, kind of in the same way and the same confidence too, if that makes sense to you. So that's it for today. Have a great day. And remember, reach out to me, call, text, email me anytime. We'll set some time aside for you. And we'll see you tomorrow at noon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.